Hello, this is Dave Hurwitz, Executive Editor at ClassicsToday.com, here to talk to you about John Ireland's Piano Concerto. Now, John Ireland, let's look at his dates here. We have them. His dates were 1879 to 1962. He lived a very, very long time, but he wrote very little orchestral music. He was mostly a composer of piano music, preferably short, charming, attractive piano pieces, and he was really quite good at it. He wrote wonderful, wonderful repertoire of piano works. He was also apparently about as well known for his drinking as for his music, which may explain why he didn't write so many works in larger forms, or he just might have known what he was good at. But in 1930, he turned out this piano concerto to the shock and surprise of everybody in the UK who knew him, apparently. The piece is certainly influenced by Prokofiev, or sort of that style, if you know what I mean, but with a distinctive sort of the Celtic Twilight school of harmony. It sounds a lot like the Moran Symphony in G minor and that music and maybe a little Arnold Bax, but the textures are harder, the orchestration is more sparse. The piano part is sparkling and wonderful with perhaps some jazzy influences too. It's just a wonderful piece. It exists on the fringe of the repertoire, and for some reason it doesn't get performed very much. But it really deserves to be, and I'm going to play you a little excerpt so you can hear. I have to say, I'm very proud to say, this is one of the few concertos, very few concertos, that I've actually performed publicly. I don't usually get a chance to play piano concertos publicly, but this one I did, and I'm going to play you a little bit of it myself. I'm really excited to be able to do this. So if you're ready, here is a bit of the finale of the John Ireland Piano Concerto, played by me. Pretty cool, huh? There you go. Not a lot of concertos use a woodblock. Bet you thought I was going to play the piano, didn't you? Sorry. Anyway, but I did perform it, and I performed it publicly. And quite well, I might add. Anyway, here is a little bit of the actual concerto in one of our most recommended performances. This is on Naxos. This is with John Lenihan and the Royal Liverpool Philharmonic, conducted by John Wilson. It's a superb performance, probably the one I recommend most of all, but we'll get to that in a moment. Just listen to the finale here. It's charming. It's terrific. There is absolutely nothing not to love. If you love Prokofiev's third piano concerto, you're going to love this, because that's sort of what it sounds like. But it's entirely Ireland's own idiom. Now, it's been recorded quite a few times, and I'm going to talk about 4 of them specifically, all of which are first rate. They really are. The one that you get really depends on how you feel about the couplings and, availability. So otherwise, you're going to be in great shape. Although actually, we'll talk about details in a second. First, this one. This is Catherine Stott with the Royal Philharmonic under Vernon Handley. Now, the couplings on this disc, if you can still find it, it was on Conifer originally, but I know it's been released separately since then on other labels. You get the Bridge Phantasm for piano and orchestra, which is a remarkable piece, and Walton's Sinfonia Concertante in its original form. Walton, as you may know, often revised his works, not always to their advantage. This is an excellent, excellent disc with 3 really important English pieces for piano and orchestra. Well worth having for that reason alone, and for the bridge and the Walton. So I would say get this and then get another thing that has the Ireland Piano Concerto as the featured item. Next! Okay, now John Ireland had sort of a pianist buddy who specialized in his work. His name was Eric Parkin. He recorded tons of Ireland on Lyrita and an excellent version of the Piano Concerto with Adrian Boult. That one is better than this one. This is with Bryden, Thompson and the London Philharmonic. It's not bad, but it's a little heavy-handed, a little slower. I think Parkin was about maybe 160 when he did this. I don't know. The bottom line is get Parkin's Lyrita disc with Adrian Boult, and you'll be better off than this Chandos recording. But I have to mention Parkin because, you can't mention John Ireland and his piano music without talking about Eric Parkin. It's like talking about Delius without mentioning Eric Fenby. They just come together. Speaking of Delius, here we go. The original version of the Delius Piano Concerto, which is 28 minutes of magnificently rippling fluid pianism that's completely formless, but very enjoyable, I think, in any case. And you get John Ireland's Legend for piano and orchestra, which is wonderful too, and the Piano Concerto, fabulously played by Piers Lane with the Ulster Orchestra under David Lloyd-Jones. This is on Hyperion. It's part of the Romantic Piano Concerto series. It's volume, let's see, what is this, 39. In the Romantic Piano Concerto series, which is still going. It's up to like 90-something. Who knows? I can't wait for that box to come out, huh? That's going to be something special, isn't it? Anyway, a great recording of the Ireland Piano Concerto. Brilliant, fun to listen to. However, if I had to choose, and I had to choose just one, I would get the Naxos recording we started with. That's John Lenihan, the Royal Liverpool Philharmonic, John Wilson. First-rate engineering, superb playing. You get the Legend for piano and orchestra, but you also get the First Rhapsody in F sharp minor from 1906, the Pastoral from 1896, Indian Summer from 1932, a C Idyll from 1900, which is in 3 movements, and 3 dances from 1913. It's really a wonderful John Ireland disc because you get his major works for piano and orchestra, both of them, and also a lovely selection of works for piano solo, which gives you basically all you need to know about John Ireland in one convenient disc. And if you really enjoy his piano solo works, John Lenihan's made several other discs on Naxos of the solo piano music, so you can get those too. And that to me seems to me the best of both worlds. So what are you going to do? I mean, it's a toughie, isn't it? I mean, it's also a very good deal because it's Naxos. The price is right. You have this gorgeous Hyperion disc, which gives you the Delius Concerto and the best performance that's ever had. So if you like Delius, you get that. The Chandos you can forget about. Get the Lyrita with Eric Parkin if you want Eric Parkin. And this thing with Catherine Stott. They're all good. I mean, they're just all good. It's a work that people don't play all that often, and they don't play it unless they know that they can do it. And that's the point. There's also a very good historical recording with Eileen Joyce. I mean, you can't go wrong in this concerto so far. If it got more popular, doubtless you could go wrong more frequently. So, my recommendation, here you go on Naxos. John Lenihan, Royal Liverpool Philharmonic, John Wilson, for quality of performance, technical excellence, and price. It absolutely cannot be beat. But one way or another, you absolutely have to have your John Ireland Piano Concerto, if only for the woodblock part. It's worth hearing for that alone. Thank you so much, and if you enjoyed this chat, please feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Keep on listening, folks.